with the R1. We got it pretty much finished up. We have done a little bit of maintenance, changed the rear tire, adjusted the slack out of the chain. The rear tire that was on this bike when I got it was incorrect. I tried to replace the map sensor and it did not like it in both locations. It threw an engine code when I put it in the airbox and when I put it in the map sensor location for the throttle bodies. So apparently the original map sensors were okay. Put the original map sensors back in it. It runs idle. Everything's running back to valve adjustment for this bike. But I don't think that's what this bike needs, particularly because it's a 2016 with electronically driven throttle bodies. I think this bike needs a tune. I need to send my ECU to two-wheel dyno, and I think that will solve the issue with the biggest issue with these bikes is the idle issue. And I think what's happening when you're coming to a stop, when you're riding this bike, when the valves start to get out of spec, it will shut down. It's only when you're coming to a stop, like stop sign, stop light, you've been riding it for a minute, come to a stop, it's like almost like it's engine braking too much and shuts the bike down. You crank it back up, it runs in idles, and you can take off and drive just fine. The only thing I noticed when I measured the valves was there's an intake valve on 1 and 4 that was out of spec, but I don't think that little bit is enough to cause this thing to have that much of a drivability issue. I think it's the tune. So we're gonna go with the tune first. Before I do a valve adjustment, I'm gonna send the ECU off to two-wheel dyno, have them tune the ECU. But I think I'm gonna go ahead and wrap up the mini series on this R1 for a little bit because I've got a lot going on and I've got a big project headed your way, guys. So hit that subscribe button if you like what you're seeing. We are going to be wrapping up this F-150 here. We will also be taking on this project here, the Suzuki Bandit. So I need to get these two projects out of the way, and then we are going to be moving on. That one's going to tug on some heartstrings. So big story on that one coming up. I will actually do a separate video on that one and start a separate series for that project, but that's going to be a long, ongoing project where I'm going to be taking someone's project vehicle that I've been kind of admiring for quite a while. Actually learned how to drive stick a little bit in it, and moving it to a location and getting it back drivable, running, and movable, and going from there. So thank you guys so much. We'll see y'all next time.